Hi, I'm Kim with Fuller Life Concepts, and I help you stay accountable to your goals. And I recently went to a personal development retreat, and it was on how to increase your happiness and lead you to success. And I had an awesome time, eye-opening, new awarenesses, new connections with new people that are going to last a lifetime. But since then, one of the things I noticed is I've still been running on a high, right? Really feeling optimistic, feeling positive, feeling encouraged, ready to go each and every day since then. And one of the things I've become more aware of is what I call like maybe inner gremlins, maybe inner critic that is constantly trying to protect me, or so it thinks. Meaning it says things and reminds me of negative parts, things that you don't like about yourself, that you are times when you feel discouraged. And this particular inner critic wants to keep you safe so you don't take risks. And I call my inner critic Oscar the Grouch. And Oscar is doing everything that he can to keep me from taking risks, and because for whatever reason that just doesn't feel good. There are times when he pops up and says, oh, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, why would anybody want to connect with you, all those kind of negative things that, why do I need those? I don't. So what have I done? I've rewrote some of the inner critic messages and decided to give Oscar a whole new makeover. And instead, I replaced Oscar with Richie Rich, which is funny because he was one of my favorite cartoon characters when I was a kid. Why? Because Richie Rich was wealthy beyond any imagination. He was so abundant, but he used all of his money for good, and he was like a good guy, and he wanted to help people. He wanted other kids to enjoy his riches too. And I think that I kind of identify with that. So why Oscar the Grouch? Because there's also that inner critic that doesn't always believe that, I'm worthy, or that I'm good enough, or that I deserve abundance or wealth. And so he is in the garbage can, all like, and so I decided I'm going to replace Oscar with Richie Rich. Easy, right? But I think that we all have those inner critics. It could be a cartoon character. I chose somebody from Sesame Street because when I was thinking about what was going on with me, for some reason that connected. So it has to be something that connects for you. And so I think that what I want you to do this week and beyond is identify what is your inner critic. Like, become more aware of what is your inner critic saying, and what image can you give that so that you can give them a name, like Oscar the Grouch, So after you identify your inner critic and who they are, then you need to just acknowledge the message that they're trying to do. Because my Oscar is trying to protect me. Okay, Oscar, I don't need protection. It's okay if I take risks. It's okay if I fail because it's just a learning opportunity. That's what I begin telling Oscar the Grouch, so that he can back off and be replaced with Richie Rich. So just acknowledge the message. The third is begin to create somebody other than your inner critic. And give the name and give them like a concept. Like, why is it that you need this new person? Like for me, because I really appreciate abundance and I want to spread it and share it with other people. So Richie Rich fit for me. So create a new identity for that inner critic so it becomes your inner cheerleader, right? Somebody who's going to champion you and move you forward. And then finally, you have to repeat this and replace every time you hear the other one coming up. Every time you bump up into that. Every time you want to take a risk, but you're afraid. You need to make a phone call, but you don't want to. You need to stop eating that, but you can't because you just feel like you deserve it. All of those are inner critics trying to sabotage you. And so this week and beyond, I want you to identify who your inner critic is, figure out what message is, and just acknowledge the message and that you don't need it. Replace it with someone or some other idea, and then repeat over and over again. But if you need some help, I have a retreat coming up. It is June 24th to 26th. It is going to be in Ojai, which is near Santa Barbara County here in California. And it's all inclusive. It includes your lodging, your meals, all the activities, and even a massage. There'll be a chef who prepares us healthy meals. There's trails for you to go, and I call it Relax, Relate, and Release. And you'll be among like-minded women, and a weekend just for you to work on your inner critic, to work on opportunities to relax, and to relate to other women who are like-minded. I look forward to seeing you there. Click below for more information. You can also check my website and click on the events tab and learn more about the Relax, Relate, Release retreat that's coming up in June. Can't wait to see you there. Have a good one. Bye.